Recorded at Equip HNA 2024 in Louisville, Kentucky. Here's your host, SiteOne trainer, Sean Sandink.
Hi, I'm Sean with SiteOne Landscape Supply, here today with Mark Becker. Mark, tell me about yourself.
My name is Mark Becker with Complete Lawn Care Inc. out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
We're visiting the expo here probably for about the 20th time.
Okay, so you are a veteran to coming to the Equip Expo.
Yes, we come most years.
So what do you do wait, can you say the company name again?
Complete Lawn Care Inc.
Complete Lawn Care Inc. out of Missouri. What do you do there?
So we're a full-service lawn and landscape maintenance company.
Oh, and are you the owner?
I am the owner.
Okay.
So we primarily do residential, but we do commercial as well.
And when you say full service, what are those services?
So we provide mowing, fertilization, weed control, leaf cleanup, aerating, and overseeding.
Okay.
And then for the commercial properties, you provide snow and ice management.
Okay. So you do both residential and commercial.
Yes.
You expand your lineup a little bit for the commercial, for your commercial customers.
True. We don't offer the snow removal services for residential.
Okay.
Because we can spread those accounts out over 4 or 5 mowing days, but we can't get to every one of those properties in a night and feel like we service them sufficiently.
Gotcha. So servicing your customers is paramount at Complete Lawn Care.
Yes.
Gotcha. So you've been saying you've been coming to the Equip Expo for 20 years. That must mean you're probably in the green industry for quite some time as well.
This is our 25th year.
That's your 2050. And did you own it the whole time or?
Yes, I started originally in 1999. I had a partnership for 2 years, but I've been on my own since 2008.
Wow. Wow. So what brought you into the lawn care business? Was it something you thought about when you're, a kid in 6th grade saying, hey, I want to be in the lawn care business. I want to be in the green industry. Or what part of your journey brought you into lawn care?
So I paid part of my way through college, cutting lawns on the side, going back home and doing that. And then went through 4-year degree, have that. And it worked out to where back then the state boards were only given twice a year in my profession.
Okay.
And I got out of my classes in the spring and I couldn't sit for my state boards until September. So I decided to put out some advertisements for lawn care, and we picked up like 25 yards off of a simple black and white half sheet of paper.
Wow. So you just, you hand delivered, like you yourself, or
with myself? It was just myself back then.
You went to a subdivision,
going door to door,
and you handed out a brochure, and you got 25 leads off that.
True. I wouldn't even call it a brochure. It was just a black and white.
It was a piece of
paper with my name and phone number on it,
saying, "I'll cut your lawn."
Yes.
And you got 25 leads, and that 25 leads has grown now over the last 20 years, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So what have you seen happening? What's been the biggest changes you've seen in the last 20 years then?
Definitely the equipment. It's a lot more advanced. There's a lot more products to choose from out there.
Okay.
So on that side of things. And then the labor market. That's where everyone seems to be the pain points of the industry.
So what would be the size of the team at Complete Lawn Care?
Currently, we have 11 field employees.
Okay.
And myself and one other person in the office.
Gotcha. So pretty sizable business then.
Yeah.
That. And are you noticing, like I heard during COVID, it was pretty tough to get new teammates on, but are you noticing that still happening, or are you noticing that the labor market's softening a little bit, that people are more readily able to become a teammate of yours?
Right now, we haven't been actively seeking employees. We're at a point where we're steady with our growth.
Okay.
And can handle it with the team that we have on hand.
What do you find is the toughest part to keep your employees?
Providing year-round employment in our seasonal market. So we do rely on the H-2B program.
What? So whoa. What is that?
So that is a guest worker program.
Okay.
And we have employees that come up for 9 to 10 months out of the year. All of ours are from Mexico.
Okay.
But that's a yearly process that we go through.
Gotcha. How's the paperwork like to make that happen?
We use a company to do all the paperwork.
Okay, so there's somebody that's out there that's designed to be able to make those connections, to have the labor be able to fill for the positions that you need there.
Yes, they help us through all the paperwork. We have to give them the information in a timely manner, but they do all the work behind the scenes.
So how do you feel about the technology changes that's happening in the lawn care business?
Yes, there are more and more companies out there providing different services, different apps, different like job costing programs. And I was telling someone earlier today that you get out of each program you use as much as you put into it.
Sure.
So there's certain aspects of our program that we don't even touch on. If I wanted to dive deeper into it, we could, but I'm content with where we're at right now.
Gotcha.
Because we try to add a little bit each season to improve our own processes and hopefully in turn the bottom line.
What about the improvements in the technology in the equipment? Are you noticing that affect your business at all, or?
So some of the biggest things, we're not into the electric equipment yet. We're staying away from that.
On purpose, or just haven't made that? For somebody that's gone to the Equip Expo for 20 years, you must be on the leading edge of watching how that kind of developed, that there's more and more of the electric equipment every year. 10 years ago if you came here, you were hard pressed to see some electric equipment, maybe the odd piece here and there. And now every booth seems to have at least something.
Yes, there's more and more popping up. And actually earlier this summer, as part of a peer group, we did tour the steel distributorship out in Washington, Missouri, or Washington State, and went through their whole spiel. But for us and our shop and our infrastructure, we're just not ready to go over to electric.
So your business is you've just made a business decision saying, hey, here's where we are for now. It just hasn't made sense yet to be electric. Do you feel in your market that the robotic move is going to change your business at all?
I don't see it so much in the residential market just yet.
Okay.
We were part of a pilot program with a company, and they have robotic mowers out there cutting, but they're more in the big open fields. I know a guy through the peer groups that he's cutting airport grass with it, and I think it's great for that. Where we're at with the 5,000 square foot lawns up to an acre, I don't think we're ready to see that replace a human yet.
So the economies of scale just aren't there yet to make that worthwhile. But I imagine you'll keep coming to this show to find out, like, what is the reason you come here every year? Is it for the relationships, for the seminars, the education, to look at the new products?
A combination of all of them. I do like to stay up on what's the latest and greatest in equipment. I look at different trucks and trailers to how we can better equip ourselves in that aspect. And then, we see several people that we see year after year.
Right here. Oh, that's fantastic, Mark. So tell me about if I'm watching the movie of Complete Lawn Care, and I'm seeing character Mark in there, and he's doing his thing, and he's got his 11 folks out there, and on a day-by-day basis, everything's going just great. But tell me that part of the movie that you just want that scene deleted. Maybe it's something you said, something you did, a business decision gone wrong, something out there that just you're like, oh, can we do a do-over?
Sure, but the one mistake I did make was that partnership that didn't even last 2 years, but we've recovered from that and moved on with our lives and business. That's probably the one regret that I have. And
were you friends before you became partners?
yes, we had known each other for a couple of years.
And so this was kind of a dream of, hey, we can do this. We can build this together. It's going to be me and you. And then it became, hey, it is me and you, right? But then what happened?
So we had known each other for a couple of years, and he was more focused on landscaping. I was more on the lawn maintenance. We thought hey, let's combine things and we'll focus on our areas of expertise or what we love,
Sure.
and we can have a great relationship.
Yep.
And it just didn't work out between our personalities and then my employees that were used to my management style versus his. And we had employees leave shortly thereafter the merger. And from there, it just went downhill.
So is he still in the landscape business, just doing the construction side?
No, he got out of the industry
Oh, completely.
maybe a couple years after we separated. So we each went back out on our own for a while, and then he decided to go a different route.
And are you doing any landscape construction at all, or you're
No.
primarily
Primarily maintenance.
that's
So we'll do a few projects for our customers, but we're not looking for the project work.
right? You want to maintain that high level performance in the services that you're great at.
And I like the maintenance aspect because we can sell a customer once and have them for a lifetime.
Right.
Whereas if you go and complete a lovely patio or pool project, as soon as you complete that, you have to go find the next one.
Right.
So,
So you're building relationships and providing services for years to come.
yes.
Is there any line of business that you're thinking about adding to your menu?
Nothing currently.
Nothing. You wouldn't think about holiday lighting, or what's other ones that folks are I'm trying to think of other ones that are folks are audio is something people are adding. Again, that's a little bit more
Probably more
in
the
the
land.
oh yeah.
So yeah,
Holiday lighting would be a service one though that folks would any appeal to that or not really?
no, I like to keep my feet on the ground. And so
I love it. I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. So last question here for you, Mark. What keeps you up at night? What's your biggest worry, your fear, something that you're like, oh man, we'll be okay as long as this doesn't go wrong?
I sleep pretty well at night, but the one aspect is that H-2B program. I wish we could get some changes in that program to where the supply fit the demand, because every year it's a lottery system.
So you would actually have a lot more teammates come aboard through this program to join your company than the number that you're allotted.
So yeah, a lot of my workers have plenty of friends and family that they would like to bring up, but we limit the number of people we have on that program just so we don't get what they call capped out, or don't get our visas one year and then we're missing X number of workers from that program.
Oh, and is it the government that caps it then, or an agency, or
Yes.
is that your own company saying, hey, no, this is only how many we're...
No, it's a program through the government.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, that's unfortunate that that's happening, but you never know. Hopefully that continues to increase, and I'm glad that you were able to find the teammates that you could find in the meantime. And it sounds like you've been running a very successful business, Mark, and I thank you for your time here today.
Thanks for having me.
And wish you the best in the future.
Thanks for tuning in to Confessions of the Craft. Ensure you never miss an episode by subscribing to the podcast so you can be the first to hear new episodes and discover previous ones. Follow SiteOne on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn for the latest trends and industry updates.